Ask Mrs. Anne Wheel if you'd like to come forward and make your deputation. And the subject of this deputation is the Titchfield neighbourhood plan, which is on our agenda this evening at item 9.1. So what I will do, when we've heard Mrs. Wheel's deputation, I'll then bring that item forward so we can discuss it there and then. As Mrs. Wheel might want to remain for the whole meeting, but then again she may not.
Right.
Over to you, Mrs. Wheel. You have up to 10 minutes.
Thank you. Right, thank you all very much for giving me an opportunity to tell you about Titchfield Neighbourhood Forum, which was set up to work towards producing a neighbourhood plan. One of the best things about neighbourhood plan is that the views of the plan must be considered and ultimately voted on by the residents of the village. We in Titchfield would like to develop a neighbourhood plan so that residents can have their say about improvements to the village. We would like the village to be a place to go to rather than go through, which happens at the moment. There's been a slight change to the forum, so I thought I'd just tell you about it. The Titchfield Forum consists at present of 25 members. 21 is the minimum required for government funding. This number and membership changes slightly from time to time as people's availability changes, but we have never been short of volunteers, all of whom are extremely enthusiastic and hard-working. At present, we have 5 members who were born in the village, 12 who've lived in the village over 15 years, a businessman who's been in business for over 21 years, and the remaining 7 are comparative newcomers. The members come from all walks of life and socio-economic groups. This has been a great way to help to break down barriers within all parts of the community. When the forum was first envisaged, we carried out a survey to find out the wishes of the residents, and this has informed all our work. In order to communicate with villagers regularly, we use a variety of media. We have an empty shop, a double-fronted shop, where we have a constant window display which is changing regularly. We send bi-monthly newsletters to over 500 email addresses. We publish monthly articles in the parish magazine, Circulation 420. We have a website and Facebook page. 3 of us were part of a 5-minute television programme, and we publish articles in the local press. So far, we've had one well-attended open meeting. We'll be having another shortly to discuss the housing issues, particularly in light of the recent government white paper. Then, later, when the draft plan is ready, we will have another open meeting. Once the plan has been seen by the inspector, then there will be a referendum, and providing that over 50% of those who voted agree, the plan will be approved. During the past year, we have worked very closely with Claire Burnett and her team, hoping that the forum will be improved. Coincidentally, FBC are writing their local plan at this time, and the aim is that our neighbourhood plan will be embedded within the FBC local plan. At the same time, we've also been working on a number of projects that came from the opinions of the residents. To do this, we're applying for a Heritage Lottery grant. We have already carried out an accessibility audit, entered Village in Bloom, planned a health day, and are currently carrying out a survey of footpaths within the village. The whole concept of producing a neighbourhood plan has been all-embracing. It is a talking point for many, a dream for many, and even the most cynical to see that things are happening and there will be changes for the best for the village. I trust you will approve our application to be a neighbourhood forum so that we may continue the work already begun to help the residents of Titchfield decide on the future of the village. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Mrs. Wheel. That was most helpful and most interesting. Titchfield neighbourhood plan. I'll ask, as it's a planning and development item, if Councillor Evans would introduce the item, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a bit of background here. Back in 2011, the government issued their Localism Act, and amongst other things that contained within that was the right for local communities to draft what's called a neighbourhood plan. The Act has been further clarified since then with detail and with guidance in government documents in 2012 and 2014. Although I suspect the original conception of this was of particular relevance to parishes and town councils, it has been used quite extensively by local neighbourhoods within urban areas. And a local forum, as we heard just now, can be established by a minimum, or needs to have a minimum of 21 individuals who live or work in the area, plus any elected representatives who cover that area as well. And an application to establish a forum has to be submitted to the local planning authority. And I think that's an interesting and probably meaningful phrase in terms of what the nature of the neighbourhood plan is about. It is fundamentally about planning and supplementary planning, and would act as a supplementary document to the borough's neighbourhood, to the borough's plan. We've had a number of discussions with Titchfield representatives during 2016, and at the beginning of December they formally submitted their application to establish a neighbourhood forum, and for the neighbourhood geographical area to be designated to accompany that. These documents, which are actually contained in Appendix A, and which actually were well summarised just now, the main document in terms of the content and the intentions, they're in Appendix A, they meet all the requirements of the neighbourhood forum requirements as stated by government. And the Council, with effect from the 14th of December, has undertaken the necessary public consultation, and a summary of those comments are attached in Appendix B. The comments, generally speaking, are supportive, with some querying the need, but no outright objections to the establishment. It's worth noting, and I think just to emphasise the point that's just been made, the forum will need to develop their neighbourhood plan. It needs to be agreed by the Council and will be subject to an examination in public, and then needs to go through a referendum of all those who live within the designated area before it can be incorporated and would sit alongside or supplementary to the borough plan itself. So tonight, what we've been asked to do, Mr. Chairman, are to approve the application for a neighbourhood forum and to approve the designated neighbourhood forum geographical area.
Okay, thank you very much indeed, Councillor Evans. Right, members, any comments? Councillor Murphy.
Thank you. Sorry. Yes, I very much support this. I do have a bit of history with Titchfield, as my dear aunt lived there for 96 years, and she always said that anybody that lived there for 40 years was a newcomer. So I know the residents are very close-knit and maintains itself as a village, so yeah, I will support this, Chairman. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? Yep, Councillor Cartwright.
Yeah, no, I also would fully support this. This is a good way forward. I think one should congratulate the work that's been carried out as well, actually. It's an awful lot has been done and it looks very good, so very happy to support it.
Okay, anyone else? Right. Well, I'd like to applaud the work that you have done, Mrs. Will, you and your colleagues in Titchfield. It is good to see a community coming forward with something which fits within legislation. I'll be very interested to see the neighbourhood plan when it does come forward and to appreciate where you think any extra development should go within Titchfield. And I'm very interested to read it. So the recommendation is that we do designate the neighbourhood forum for Titchfield and also specify the area that it will cover as well within that legislation, which is a small amendment to the original one. So obviously we can't go trampling into Winchester City Council's area with a Titchfield forum, but I'm sure the members of the forum will appreciate that. So do members agree the recommendation?
Agree.
Okay.